My contribution to the heartfelt exhibition is a black and white glamour shot of a 1949 beauty, my mum. This photograph hangs in pride of place on my bedroom wall above the headboard. It hasn't always been on view. I don't recall ever seeing it until I was well into my teens. When discovered in the back of a wardrobe in my childhood home, I couldn't understand why it hadn't been given star billing on our otherwise quite sparsely decorated walls. I think that for my mum, who was born in 1930, there were mixed emotions on its acceptability. One of 10 children from an extremely poor family in the industrial Midlands, as a very young girl she was embarrassed by their poverty. She always strived to try and look nice and different from her peers. She knew she was pretty, as the only nice thing she remembers her dad saying was that she could look good dressed in an old sack. As a 19-year-old, she was selected for a glamour shot to be featured in the Express and Star newspaper. Her mother had sent a snap of her without her knowledge, and whilst reluctant, she remembered being driven out into the countryside by the photographer, unchaperoned, and urged to be more daring than she felt comfortable doing. My mum was always slightly embarrassed by it. I, on the other hand, growing up in the era of the Sun Page 3 girls and Cosmopolitan magazine, thought this was quite something. I was and always will be so very proud of my mum, for many more reasons than her physical beauty. Her loving nature, her fun, her creativity, and her uncompromising determination. When there was an opportunity for me to take part in a public community project during the Olympics year 2012, I used this photograph as the basis for a design to be printed onto one of the new deck chairs for Weymouth Seafront. I was excited when it was selected as one of the designs. I couldn't wait for my mum to come down for her summer visit to Portland from the Midlands and see it produced in 2 colourways on Weymouth Prom. She'd always been a sun worshipper, and the thought of her image on a deck chair was such a thrill for her. While in her 80s and still looking good, I got her to strike the pose behind her deck chair. This time she was much more confident and secretly enjoyed the spotlight. I miss her dreadfully, but she's always watching over me from this photograph over my bed, a very precious keepsake.